You're sitting at a wedding. The groom's best friend stands up to give a speech. He clears his throat. He starts a joke. The joke is about the bride. The joke is not good. The joke is, in fact, terrible. And as the words leave his mouth, you feel something happen in your own body. Your face gets warm. Your stomach tightens. You want to look away. You almost whisper to yourself, "Stop, stop, stop." But here's the strange part. You don't know this guy. You've never spoken to him. His humiliation has absolutely nothing to do with you. So why does it feel like it's happening to you? Why does your body react like you are the one bombing on that stage in front of 200 people? Today, I want to show you something that will completely change how you think about this feeling. Because it isn't a flaw. It isn't oversensitivity. It's one of the oldest survival systems your brain has ever built. And once you see what it's actually for, you'll never call yourself awkward again. Let's start with what's actually happening in your body when you watch someone embarrass themselves. Because it really is in your body. It's not just a thought. Your heart rate goes up. Your shoulders pull in. Your face flushes, sometimes more than the person actually embarrassing themselves. Your eyes desperately search for somewhere else to look. The floor, your phone, the ceiling, anywhere. Some people physically leave the room. Some people pause the video. Some people scream into a pillow. And the wild thing is, the person on screen, the person at the microphone, the person tripping over their words at a job interview, they might be totally fine. They might not even realize anything is wrong. But you are dying for them. You are living their disaster on their behalf. We have so many names for this feeling: cringe, secondhand embarrassment, vicarious shame. In Spanish, there's a beautiful phrase, vergüenza ajena, the shame of another. Almost every culture has a word for it, because almost every human on Earth has felt it. Which raises the obvious question: why? Why would evolution build a brain that suffers for strangers? Why would nature waste energy making you flinch at someone else's mistake? There's no advantage to it. There's no payoff. Unless, of course, there is. And there is. To find it, we have to go back. Way back. Picture the world 200,000 years ago. There are no cities. There are no countries. There are no strangers passing on the street. There is you, and there are maybe 150 other people. And that's it. That's your entire universe. Anthropologists call this Dunbar's number, and it shows up over and over again in human history as the natural size of a tight human group. Everyone in that group knows everyone else. You know their parents, you know their kids, you know who's a good hunter and who keeps stealing meat. You know exactly where you stand. And here is the part that modern people forget. In that world, your group was not a social option. Your group was the only thing standing between you and death. Alone, a human being is a slow, weak, hairless animal with bad teeth. We can't outrun predators. We can't outclimb most threats. We can't even keep ourselves warm without help. The only reason our ancestors survived at all is that they did everything together. They hunted together. They raised children together. They watched for danger together. They shared food when one of them failed. So now imagine what happens if you get kicked out of that group. If the others decide they don't want you anymore. There is no other tribe to join. There is no next town over. There is no welfare, no shelter, no second chance. You walk into the dark and you die. Probably within days. So for our ancestors, being accepted by the group wasn't about feelings. It wasn't about popularity. It was the same as breathing. It was life. And that means the worst possible thing that could happen to a prehistoric human was not getting eaten by a lion. It was being seen as someone the tribe could not afford to keep. A liability, a risk, a shame to be around. Now hold that thought, because it's the key to everything that comes next. If exile equals death, then your tribe's reputation is your life. And here's where it gets interesting. It's not just your own reputation, it's everyone you're associated with. If your brother shames the tribe, you are tied to that shame. If your cousin acts foolishly in front of a neighboring group, the whole family is marked. In a world that small, there is no such thing as someone else's embarrassment. Their mistakes become your problem. Their bad behavior threatens your standing. Their exile could trigger yours. So evolution had a problem to solve. How do you make a brain that not only protects its own reputation, but protects the reputation of its people too? How do you build a person who notices in real time when someone close to them is about to do something the group will not forgive? And the answer it landed on is so elegant it almost feels like magic. Evolution wired your nervous system to feel other people's social danger before they feel it themselves. That tightening in your chest when someone tells a joke that isn't landing, that heat in your face when a coworker is rambling in a meeting, that urge to physically pull someone away from the microphone. That is not weakness, that is an alarm system. It's your brain saying, this is going badly, this is dangerous, intervene, save them, save us. The reason it feels so physical, so urgent, so impossible to ignore is that for almost all of human history, this alarm was the difference between a family surviving and a family being cast out. And if you think about it that way, suddenly every confusing thing about secondhand embarrassment starts to make sense. Why don't you like this? You're not supposed to like it. It's a smoke detector. Smoke detectors aren't supposed to feel nice. You probably notice that this feeling isn't equal for everyone. You cringe harder for some people than others, and there's a pattern to it. Watch yourself next time. Notice who triggers the deepest secondhand shame. It's almost never random strangers in a foreign country. It's people closer to you. Your friend at karaoke, hitting a note that no one should ever hit. Your dad making a joke at a wedding that no one laughs at. Your partner answering a question in front of your parents in a way you wish they hadn't. Your child raising their hand at school assembly to ask something just a little bit too long. The closer the social tie, the louder the alarm. That's not random. That's the system doing exactly what it was designed to do. Because in tribal logic, your reputation rides hardest on the people next to you. Your dad's embarrassment is half your embarrassment. Your partner's misstep is your misstep. Your kid's awkward moment is yours twice over. The system isn't broken when it hurts more for the people you love. The system is doing its job. It's saying, this one matters. Protect this one. And by the way, this is also why it hurts more in person than on a screen. Why a cringe video is uncomfortable, but a real-life cringe moment can make you want to crawl out of your skin. Because in real life, your ancient brain still believes you're in the same tribe as the person at the microphone. It still believes their failure is yours. It hasn't caught up with the fact that you're in a banquet hall in 2026, and the guy at the mic is your second cousin from another city who you'll never see again. Your nervous system doesn't care. To your nervous system, you are all still standing around a fire, and someone you love is making the tribe uncomfortable. So here's the part I really want you to hear. The part that I hope changes something. For most of your life, you've probably treated this feeling as a problem. You've called yourself too sensitive. You've wondered why other people can just laugh at cringe content while you have to look away. You've maybe even felt a little broken for caring so much about what other people do. But look at what this feeling actually means. It means you are wired to feel other people's social pain as if it were your own. It means your brain still treats the humans around you like family, even when they're strangers. It means you have a working empathy system, a deep one, the kind that doesn't switch off just because the person bombing isn't blood related to you. Now think about the alternative. Think about the people who watch someone humiliate themselves and feel absolutely nothing. The ones who film it. The ones who laugh harder the worse it gets. The ones who share it for views. They're not stronger than you. They're not cooler than you. Their alarm is broken. Their ancient predator radar that says protect the tribe, save the one who's failing, that radar isn't firing. And while the modern world sometimes rewards them, the world your ancestors lived in absolutely did not. In that world, the person without secondhand shame was the dangerous one, the one nobody wanted near them. So if you've spent your life feeling weird for cringing at things other people don't cringe at, I want you to flip the frame today. You are not the broken one. You are the one carrying a 200,000-year-old protective instinct that helped your ancestors stay alive long enough to make you. That's not a flaw. That's an inheritance. But here's our modern problem. We don't live in tribes of 150 anymore. We live in a world of 8 billion people, most of whom we will see exactly once, on a screen, in a 4-second clip, doing something humiliating. Your ancient brain doesn't know that. It doesn't know that the man tripping over his words on TikTok is not part of your tribe. It doesn't know that the woman ranting at a stranger in a grocery store does not threaten your survival. It just sees a human in social danger and pulls the alarm. Over and over, all day long, every time you open an app. And that is why you can scroll for 20 minutes and feel weirdly exhausted, even though you didn't move and nothing happened to you. You weren't watching. You were participating. You were living dozens of small social disasters as if they were yours. Once you understand this, a few things become easier. You can stop blaming yourself for being tired after social media. You can stop calling yourself oversensitive for not being able to watch certain comedy shows. You can recognize cringe compilations for what they are, a strange modern junk food that hijacks an ancient survival system for entertainment, and decide for yourself how much of it you actually want to consume. And the next time you're at a wedding, and the speech is going badly, and your face is burning for someone you barely know, you can take a small breath and remember what's actually happening. You are not weak. You are not weird. You are a deeply social animal, doing exactly what a deeply social animal is built to do. You are feeling another human, because somewhere in your bones, you still belong to them. If this changed how you think about yourself even a little, drop a comment telling me about the last time you cringed for a stranger. I read them all. Subscribe if you want more videos that quietly explain why you are the way you are. And until next time, take care of your tribe, even the ones at the microphone.